Zombie apocalypse.
Hello everyone and welcome to Player 2 Gaming. My name is Matt, as always, and we're going to be taking a look at the Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut content. We're also going to be talking about Ghost of Tsushima overall as a playable game. It is definitely something that if you have not checked out before, now is a good time with the Director's Cut coming out, with the new content, with the 60 frames per second on the PlayStation 5, and with the just the overall bonus content that you get with the new edition. It is, as you can see in the video, and as you probably have seen in countless other videos, Tsushima is a beautiful game. It is an absolutely stunning game. And having said that, I definitely want to go ahead and point out my biggest issue with Tsushima, and that's the fact that the year it came out, it did not win Game of the Year. Game of the Year, there's always a lot of really big competition that's kind of, for the fences, but, the ultimate winner of Game of the Year that year was The Last of Us Part 2, and I plan on covering The Last of Us Part 2 in a couple of weeks, but right now I have to say that Tsushima deserved Game of the Year. Didn't get Game of the Year, but it should have, if for no other reason than the fact that you are a samurai badass throughout the entire game. There is, just something to say about Tsushima taking a narrative of the samurai and, taking realistic events and giving you a game to where you're playing history. Now, I know that we've had games before that allowed us to do such things and all this and that, but I have to say that Tsushima really delivers on the playability of that that feeling, and it's because of that I feel Tsushima deserved, above anything else that particular year, to win Game of the Year. But alas, here we are talking about Tsushima and its new Director's Cut, which gives you, probably the biggest thing that it gives you is the Iki Island, which is a brand new island for you to explore. It's a brand new island for you to grow your legend. It's not necessarily that you get everything reset, because you still have everything unlocked that you had unlocked before you go to Iki Island, but it also just kind of gives you exactly what it is that you're looking for in a director's cut. You get director's commentary, you get a bonus mini art book, you get new content, you get rewarded for picking the game up again. And the great thing is, if you already have the game, you can pick up the upgrade DLC, which gives you all the content as well. It's one of those things that I was actually really pleased with. One of the things that I wasn't pleased with is when I first started playing the Iki Island content, was the fact that I didn't know if anything was going to happen. I mean, it starts out very concerning, and if something happened to my horse, we were going to riot. That was my big concern right at the beginning of the content. We were going to riot, and everything was not going to be okay. I won't tell you what happens in the game right away. I want you to be able to experience that content on your own. So now, I know a lot of people are kind of being turned off with the director's cut, because we had this director's cut. We also had the Death Stranding director's cut that I think just recently released. And I think it's okay. I think it's okay for stuff like that comes out. It's really no different than a Game of the Year edition, except this is more of a behind the scenes look from the developers and what they had in store. Now, having said all that, touching back on the actual original state of Ghost of Tsushima, I can't stress it enough. If you haven't played it, you need to play it. It's a beautiful game. It's a wonderful game. It is truly an enjoyable benchmark in from Sucker Punch, you know, and it's a game that came out what is considered the end of the PlayStation 4 era, right along with The Last of Us Part 2. You know, everybody was kind of looking at those as being the end of the PS4 era. And technically, it kind of is, even though we still have a lot of games that are still coming out for the PS4. But Tsushima came out at a point where it was like exclusive, 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 exclusive. Here is a power exclusive. A couple of weeks after The Last of Us Part 2 came out. You know, and everybody was excited about The Last of Us Part 2. And like I said, we're getting ready. We'll be covering that in a couple of weeks. But touching again on Ghost of Tsushima, if you have not played, you absolutely 100% need to play it. The graphics are beautiful. The narrative is wonderful. The gameplay will keep you tied into the game from beginning to end. And there are moments in the game where you feel like such a powerful samurai that it's damn near emotional. And if you're anything like me and a fan of Shogun, then you will absolutely love the game and need to check it out. And if you have the game, you definitely need to check out the Director's Cut upgrade at least. And when you have the ability to check it out on the PS4, or the PS5, you absolutely should. I wanted to say thank you for checking out my video. As always, I appreciate you guys so much. Be sure to like and subscribe, and hit the little bell over there to get notifications for new content. And I will check you guys in the next video.